Namaste, yogis, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt. So, in yoga, a lot of other teachers talk about the winter solstice, but in life, winter can represent a harder period. So, life has multiple seasons and they go in a cycle, and sometimes things are going very well for you, and sometimes things get tougher, or people deceive you, or you realize that the people that you would trust and love the most do things that really hurt you deeply. And what I want to do today is make you understand that you can always fall back on your own self. My dad taught me to be happy and content with just being with myself, and that was probably one of the best lessons that he could ever teach me, because no matter what happened to me in my life, I was always able to go back to my own self and find there the strength, the power, and the happiness to get going through multiple winter periods that I've been through. So today I want you to just come to the seated position, and for today's class we're going to need 2 blocks and a strap, and I'm going to invite you to close your eyes, to drop back the shoulder blade as usual, and we're just going to be focusing on our breath as usual. Big inhale through the nose, big exhales through the nose. And as you focus on your breathing, I want you to say in your own mind, I am whole, I am happy, I am worthy, and no matter what, I can always come back to my own internal self and find the strength and happiness that I need to keep going through tougher times. We were all blessed with the beautiful gift of life, and when you understand that, you understand that all the external noise, all the external factors, situations, people that come and go and hurt you, can't take that away from you. You are blessed to be on this earth. You are blessed to be alive. And when things get tougher, just hang in there, brace the storm, and go through the winter, because after the winter comes the beautiful good times of the spring and the summer. And those seasons will come because they follow the cycles of life. So keep breathing deeply here. And again, I am whole, I am happy, and I am worthy. And no matter what, I can always come back to my internal self. I am whole, I am happy, I am worthy, And no matter what happens in my life, I can always come back to my internal self. So you can open your eyes very slowly when you're ready. And we're going to go into supported fish to start off. So I'm going to place a block sideways on the top of our yoga mat and one that goes vertical towards the spine here. So turning ourselves away from the blocks, we're going to place our hands on the floor and we're going to lower ourselves to try to land that block in the mid upper back and then lower our head on the block that's on top here. So bringing the sole of our feet together, we're just going to allow our knees to fall back. And then let's just open up our heart, lungs, and body here to the world and the universe as we reconnect once more with our breath. And we can push ourselves very slowly back up as we close our knees. So as you all know, I came to Yin Yoga from a place of deep hurt, depression, abandonment, pain and suffering. And I have yet to find one practice or medicine or anything that can be as healing as Yin Yoga. So that's why I keep doing it up to this day. And that's why I share this beautiful gift that it is with you guys and the rest of the world. So always remember that you can go back to this whenever things are not okay. So for our next asana, we're going to go into half frog. So our left leg will come in a 45-degree angle towards the front. And then instead of having the right leg in, like we usually do for half butterfly, we're just going to turn it around and back. And you will find that this provides a different angle and different feeling in your hip socket, especially the right one. So here, I'm just going to place the blocks aside. So we're going to be taking one big inhale, aligning ourselves towards the left leg. And on the exhale, we're going to walk our fingertips forward and just find our edge here. So you will feel that it really feels different than what we usually do with half butterfly. And that is great. We are going for variations today and exploring our body in different ways. So as you keep breathing into the posture, just start to notice, if you haven't already, that sense of peace, calmness, and safety that's taking place within your body and mind. This is the beautiful power of Yin Yoga, and why it is always great to return to this practice to maintain an overall sense of health, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So on your own time, you can backtrack your hands here, rolling onto the left hip, just to free up the right one and placing it forward. From here, we can wiggle our legs very gently, getting the blood to flow properly. And on your own time, when you're ready, the right leg will come into a 45-degree angle. We're just going to roll to the right hip, bringing the left leg back. And then aligning ourselves with the right leg, we're going to take one big inhale here. And exhale, we're going to walk our fingertips forward, finding our edge, and holding onto a stillness here. You might notice that one side is tighter and it's a little hard to keep in alignment. This will improve over time, so do not worry. And we can walk our fingertips back, rolling onto the right hip here and freeing up the left leg. So you might want to just take a few breaths here, just fully relaxing into the rebound. Just noticing how much more open you feel behind your legs and in your hip area. When you're ready, I'm going to invite you to bring the left leg inside, and then the right one will come above. We're going to go into square pose, so the right ankle will align itself with the left knee, and then the right knee will align itself with the left ankle here. If you find this to be hard, you can always place a block in between the floor on the left side here and between the right knee and the left foot to square off like this. But for those of you who have been doing Yin Yoga for a while, you should be able to just stay in regular square pose. So from here, we're going to be adding a little twist to that. We're going to be using the strap. So we're going to grab one part of the strap that's going to go above the head, and then the other part will just fall behind as the left hand come behind and hook onto it. So once you grab a loop here, the strap should be falling in line. So with the right hand, we're going to pull up as we pull down with the left one, and this will allow us to open up our back as we go into square pose. So big inhale here. Exhale, we're going to bend at the waist, leaning forward, pulling on our straps, and then you should start to feel a nice stretch in the right glute. So just hang in here and find stillness. And if you find that it's hard to stay in there, you can always make a tower with your blocks in front of you. And then as you lean forward, you can place your forehead to rest on top of the tower, so that should provide stability for you to find some sort of comfort into the position. You can always walk your left hand higher so that you go into a deeper stretch in your shoulder and upper back. So let's enjoy how this feels and reconnect deeply with our breath. We can bring back our intention for today's class to I am whole, I am happy, and I am worthy. And no matter what happens through life, I can always come back to my internal self. So basically in this posture with your hands, you're trying to pull your hands away from one another as you pull on the strap here, and enjoy how this feels in your shoulders and upper back. And we can slowly come up out of the position, releasing the strap, releasing our legs here, wiggling them left to right, taking a little moment to reset. And then when you're ready, this time the left ankle will come on top of the right knee, and then the left knee will align with the right ankle. The left hand will come above, holding onto the strap as it falls behind your back. The right hand will come around and back, grabbing onto the strap, finding one of the loops here, and then walking that right hand higher up so that you can start to feel a stretch in your right shoulder and upper back. So from here, we're going to take one big inhale. Exhale, bow at the waist, coming forward, bring your forehead to rest on your block, little tower you created. And then you should feel a nice deep stretch in your left glute, some stretching onto your right shoulder here and your upper back. And we can slowly raise our upper torso, releasing the strap here. And I'm going to invite you to just place your props to the side and crossing your legs here and turning yourself to align with your yoga mat coming onto your back here. You might place your hands on your stomach, again just taking a few breaths here, noticing how this feels, noticing how much more open you are in your shoulder area and upper back. So from here, when you're ready, we're going to go into cats, pulling it still. So with your feet firmly planted on the floor, 90-degree angle with the legs, we're just going to lift our hips up and shift them to the left. And then we're going to bring the knees in. And with the right hand, we're going to come to the exterior edge of the left knee, we're just going to turn to the right here and bringing that left leg in front of the right one. And now with the left hand here, we're going to reach down and grab onto the left ankle. So you're using the right hand to brace yourself and push on that exterior left knee here. And then the left hand pulls onto the right leg to have a nice stretch in the thigh. So this is a little hard if you don't do it often. There's a lot of twisting and pulling that's happening internally. So try to keep your shoulder blades firmly planted on the floor with your chest facing up. And then just enjoy how it feels as you keep breathing deeply in and out through the nose, finding stillness. And we can release the legs here, bringing our hips back to center very gently without rushing anything. And when you're ready, you can lift your hips up, shifting them to the right, bringing your knees in, and then you're gonna use, the left hand to the exterior edge of the right knee, and you're gonna bring that leg over and around as you turn yourself to the left here. And then with the right hand, you're gonna grab onto the left ankle and you're gonna pull towards your glutes here, going into this beautiful twist that we call cat's pulling its tail. So keep your shoulder blades again firmly planted on the floor to the best of your ability as you reconnect with your breath and enjoy the feeling, the sense of peace, the sense of being home internally without distractions. And we can release the posture. Again, bring your hips and legs back in line with your spine. And from here, we're going to extend our legs in front of us very slowly, taking some space on our yoga mat, bringing the back of our hands to the floor, and then resting completely still on our yoga mat. So I want you here to really focus on that internal, beautiful space that you can always come back to whenever you feel hurt, run down, or things get overwhelmed in your life. As you close your eyes here, just connect with your heart and focus on your breath. Notice that beautiful feeling that's taking place. Notice how everything else in your life right now doesn't seem to matter. And notice how peaceful, safe, and calm it is to go to that beautiful space of yours that belongs to you and only you. So if you want to stay in Savasana for much longer, I do invite you to do so. I'm going to be coming up to the seated position here to conclude today's class with you. So I want you to remember that life has its own seasons to it, and when you are going through a winter storm, remember that it will be temporary. There will be spring and summer after, and things will get better. So grab a warm blanket, come back to that internal beautiful space of yours. Do some Yin Yoga, take the time to meditate, and really relax as you brace yourself through the storm and things will be just fine. So I'm here for you guys whenever you need a boost or any classes to uplift you. And invite you to bring your hands at your heart, drop your shoulder blades back down, big inhale, exhale. And that's it for today. Namaste. Have yourself a beautiful rest of your week. Bye.